February 9th in a temple training hall. And with that I say hello everyone and welcome back to Pheonix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulation, Bridge to the Turnabout. As we are getting to the high points, I think, of this case. And it's just gonna get higher and higher, I imagine. As Iris just enclosed Maya even more for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't know if she has like a grudge against Misty Faye, who we found out last time was... Oh, not that one. I wanted to see this thing. We found out that Elise Donim is a fake name. Her real name is Misty Faye. Maya and Mia's mother a master of the current channeling technique. So that was a interesting little tidbit to find out. That was wild. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. No then, Iris. Please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one log when I last came here. So you're saying that you cannot undo these news logs? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you want to talk with your face all green. Well, Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be too ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern for now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Ah, that's hurting him. Ooh, that's hurting him well. Ooh. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Pheonix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Store. There's only knock now, but there's 5 now. Those changes almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen locks quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and changes like these before. It's kind of interesting that they look exactly like Cyclops. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Oh, you look happy now. Could you take a look at this? The locks are far more important at this moment, wouldn't you agree? She's right. I'd have to hold off on asking her about things for now. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Fine. I'll do it this way then. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard that in a temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquakes we had. I was so worried I just had to come and see. In other words, he did not run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. Oh, I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright. But was? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, but... Who in the world would do something like this? Who? These trick locks are a secret treasure of the Karain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set those locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of those locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. Was? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there another way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them, but it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? You can't wait that long. Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Would you do it for me? For us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And when might that be, Pheonix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Wait. No. I still have, I'm still not fully let go of the theory of their twins, Iris and Dahlia. But you never know. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There is something going on here that we don't know about. Okay, well, only one way to do it, and that is by testing it out. Doom. The night of the crime. I think it's time you told us the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't, because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Bikini? I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini. Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the temple, but as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the night in the temple of the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. What? The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me think. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple, so I would have left at about 9:40, I think. I think you're lying again. Iris, lying doesn't suit you. Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. Is it the fact that there was a thingy there? Wait, what else is at 9:40? Yeah, you yourself testified in the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the Lions Out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Oh. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. And who's that? Me. Mr. Wright? We even spoke a little that evening. That's why you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right, I remember. That's why I think it's a That brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's going on, Iris. So far I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the murder you were at the Inner Temple. You were at the exact same time you were ringing the bell at Hazakara Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible. Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me evidence. Show me something that proves there is more than one of me. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for that one. But it's interesting that you can get to like the final one, right? But then it's like, oh yeah, there you go. Then again, to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks. I should try another clue. From Sister Bikini, Edward, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Where is Pearly? It's Edward over here? Yeah. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I've been nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Oh, how could I have done that? Oh, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edward, whoa! Hey, don't you dare run away! What do you want, Wright? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then just get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edward. You're back at the Criminal Affairs Department, correct? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. I was reminded of Dahlia's case. You guys are putting in a lot of effort into investigating of the garden here. There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing of the blood in that talisman? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It is our job, right? So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes? No. Though, thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremors, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were a little kid. Oh, okay, that's just a recap. Okay. The same elementary school. Edward found himself in the middle of a murder of his father. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the middle of it. Why are you joining in? With my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edward, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I've seen her before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I've seen her in court before. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for a file? Yes, I checked every case I've ever walked on, and I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be a crucial piece to the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to the murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgewolf. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgewolf in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgewolf knew. Ah, come on. How can I do that? Ah, that's the evidence. That's gonna be the evidence, right? That's gonna be evidence that we're finding. That's gonna like connect both of them. The fact that they're both, it's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Sure, why not? I can give Larry a visit. Oh, Miss Nick. Oh, Pearly? What are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? We don't know. Sorry. Let's see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, what are you doing here with Pearly? This is a loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. Okay. This is the what? Ah, my controller. It's still fine. Seems to be. Hey, we found comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Louise is the picture of me. That's, great, Pearly. We're going to get a firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotted potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of it. I don't believe this. Why is he trying to getting fired up about becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearly. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. Oh, Mystic Maya. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life here is now with Pearly. The two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with them? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearly? I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw a dot, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know? It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it, it's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. Oh, no, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night. What? But Mr. Loris? Oh, not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearly. Don't look at like me, I guess I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. I guess I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. It was exactly what I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have a choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look on your face? I can see doubt from a mile away. Pearly? Yes, Mr. Nick. I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Oh, where were you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing. Does it, Nick? Sorry, Pearly, but yes, it kinda does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Mr. Nim's room, right? Reading a book together, but Mr. Nim was murdered, and you, Pearly, were in a temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearly? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. You too? I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. Why did it look like that? What are you talking about, Burley? My spiritual power, it has disappeared. What? My powers have disappeared? What do you mean? You lost your powers? It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Burley, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at the Kazakura temple? Tried but failed, perhaps. Oh. Why you go, Nick? You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Just as I thought, I'm going to have to break a Psyclock to get the truth out of her. Huh. Do I have the required evidence for this though? That is a question. That's also a big secret. So, big secret. Night of the crime. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room reading a book together, right? Oh yes, I was happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end. You didn't go? No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. Suppose never went to Miss Donim's room because you were too worried about something on someone else. Pearly, on the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? In a temple. You went here, where, didn't you? Actually, she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? You mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Okay. You went to this place for one simple reason, and that is this. Is it Mia? It's obvious what you were worried about, Pearly. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course. I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can't be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Since the beginning scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Sazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple. Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearly. What's not clear is what happened after that. But what time was it that you headed over to the inner temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. The real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before I started, but there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10. Until after 10? How did you know it was what time it was? Because I had the bell ringing for Nights Out. Oh, so she had the lights out bell. The Hazakura Temple's bell is pretty small though, isn't it? It must have really good hearing. I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it, that would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Burley, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, I think I know why. The reason you were worried about that bell was because of this. Could it have been the weather? Because I do not know what else it could be. I'm gonna guess this, but like, no, I think I should take a break now. Even your hair's starting to look a bit tired. Okay. It wasn't that. Was it because of Iris? No. Or did Elise tell her about it? No, okay. And if you're wondering, why are you using up all your stamina? Because I'm gonna load the file anyway. It's okay, we need to find a reason. Also, I'm gonna be right back. Okay? Okay, we're missing something. So I need to go back. I need to go to the big hall. Maybe there's something there? What if this bikini is back at the main hall yet? I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. I think it's more Edgewolf, but you know what? What is wrong? Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern? Oh, it looks like it survived. But we have a bigger problem now. There's 1,000 more locks. 5 locks that were stopping us from getting in. No, but who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition. We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern, trying her best to open them for us right now. But actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yeah, you were telling me how the Master of Korean disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face only appeared at this temple. Oh, it was about a week ago when Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said, someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them. Who? Someone was trying to destroy the main family line? What? There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. Wait, is that why Mia got killed? That child becomes the new master of Korean, and her daughters, the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Can't have been Pearl's mother, right? She tried that at the start, but it didn't go well. Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? Apparently, yeah. You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real. Yes, I do. Well, it's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead people plenty of time. Well, of one. Of one dead person many a times. I don't think we've seen Maya channel anyone other than Mia, right? I guess also because Mia and Pearly were never able to like channel their mother, right, Misty Faye. That's why they knew like her mother was still alive. And I wonder. During the Mask case and during Maggie's Birdie's trial too. You just showed. Oh wait, no. That was, yeah, okay. Mask and Maggie Birdie were both trials that we had this game. True, I didn't even notice how many times Mia got called. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. The Korean technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and an influence, I can't have expected you to be, well, really rich by now, you know? Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe it in anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. Oh, was that Misty Face? Like 17-year-old mistake? Yeah, I was 17 years old when everything came crashing down. Or because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. Oh, it was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. It's been so long since we heard of that one. That was episode 5, if I remember correctly, right? The one with Lana Sky. The DL6 incident. I knew it. Or was it the episode 4? No, episode 4 was the Christmas one with Edgeworth. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. What? Oh, that's right. It was you who was the defense attorney on that case, now weren't you? You were Watson? A murder that took place 17 years ago. Oh yeah, it was like 15 years was the time frame. That like at the end of the 15 years, the case is considered like lost and never going to be able to be opened again. But we were like, that ends in 2 days. But we today are still there. And then we solved both cases at once. Was the first time in the country's history that police ever used the spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit and learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother, or Elise Donim. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world has ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Korean Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham, and then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan... Does she mean Maya? Or is it someone else? The spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. Why has told me the exact same thing before? We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy's, but with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? That is right, and it's always a cause of tragedy. You know, Maya's had a sister too, an older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course I do. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life. As a result. Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, who, as she grew up, I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. Yeah. That's right, Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Yeah, Morgan, that's Pearl's mother. The one with the beautiful hair. Morgan? That's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, the Korean village. Look at that beautiful hair. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master. Yeah, she wanted to put Maya behind bars and be like, oh, only my daughter is better. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must already realize that Iris... Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. Iris is Pearlie's sister? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? What do you mean? That, like... Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. Oh, sounds like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yeah, Pearlie. Pearlie Faye. I always thought she was the only child, an only child. Are you just a child? She's Mystic Morgan's? Oh, I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yep. And Pearl saw it all. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. With the, Eeny Meeny, right? It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master, because Pearlie had a lot of power compared to Maya. I see, so I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. And here we have the revelation. Dahlia and Iris are twins. Wait, what? 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. What? Twin sister? Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Corinne's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. Oh. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that the father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. Pheonix, you know who it is. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls has 2 elder sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband, you know? But even that couldn't destroy her dream of that a child of hers could lead the clan one day. That's why she had Pearlie. It seemed that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. I was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out. I need to ask more questions. And get more info. Do I have the sister now? I have it. Is there something in the courtyard? Apparently, yeah. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Hello, Gumshoe. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Coraine. Coop, I love me job. Who cares the clues I find are no good, eh? That's not what investigating is all about. The investigators investigate for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Oh, good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? About 10 minutes. I just got here. Oh, okay. So what are you up to, detective? Oh, I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise from Mr. Edgewolf. I promised I would find a real murder weapon, eh? The real murder weapon, huh? That Bob Short thing turned out to be a false lead, right? Well, I'm giving you my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? Can I get it? Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to provide a murder weapon, and all I'll find is some burned up old letter. As soon as you have blah blah blah, what at Belle, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Yeah, what's up in that incinerator right outside the inner temple? Incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. Yeah, it was used up. Oh, it was like snowed in. And then it wasn't. So someone didn't burn everything up there. That's a shitty incinerator. There's no had melted away. Someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? If I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Oh, I can? Thanks. Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit medium and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums too? Man. It's gotta be important if we mention spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good look, looking through. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering is a crime, pal. Thank you, Gumshoe. Be careful, once night falls, blah blah blah, should be there. So as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Her name is, she is our, or something, the whole, here's a picture of her, use it when you channel her, I know you can do it. Once this is blah blah blah, burn the letter, also make sure not to tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the masters in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. It had a letter as well. Oh, it had a picture as well. Okay. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. Yep, that's what we find out. And they're taking the bloody writing on the letter and pretty seriously back in the HQ. What? You mean? Well, I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in the sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? Where do you go me? I do not know. They know my words, pal. Then who said it? Oh, Mr. Godot. Godot? Oh no, what do you mean by that again? So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Shishishito that was found impaled in the other victim's body, right? Mr. Edwards proved that in court today. Yeah, well, that's true. Well, in which case it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around look like a headless chicken looking for, huh? Yeah, up, man, it is tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got feathers of a forensic on our cap in these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What's your secret weapon? You wanna know, eh? Well, you've gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright, the murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal. Right? Oh, is it a one question so far? No? I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So it's a perfect tool for a job. Here, look at this. Metal detector time. It's the same old, true old, good old metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you're gonna give me some scientific investigation to go. Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. Gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try, hey? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Yeah, let's do it. Come on now, pal, it's fun, I'm telling you. Alright then, I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive it could make you cry. It's so high-tech you could skydive off it. Oh, bother. Oh, bother. But now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. Possibly the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? No. That's what we're trying to find out, right? So first let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of a metal detector signal bouncing off something metallic. Next. Move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, okay, pal? Don't worry, the baby will let you know when you've hit something metallic. And when you're done, click A. Take a good look at everything, okay? Oh, and there you go. Oh, look, a ladder. That's a step ladder for you. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store owner near me, my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you the same thing. Not in all, they're completely different. You have to plant both of them firm in the ground before they grow, right? No, that's potatoes. Oh, well, listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you're gonna lose a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. Whew. The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Get every letter with a step ladder conversation. Let's go! Let's switch to the next to the gold statue. The multiple branches that life can take. All landing as one. I heard something about like that. You know about what I think sometimes? What kind of life I'd be joining had I not joined the homicide detective. Oh yeah, you still like all the different kind of pulp. Why is this one metallic? They're usually made out of wood. But the detective is reacting. Yeah, but how you look at it, the thing's made out of wood, right? Don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole thing? What the? The thing is causing a record. Yeah, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off, man! Examining evidence for a job is for the... Oh. The top is coming off. Well, look what you've done! You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Uh-oh. I'm going to jail. That's a sword. Inside the staff. Could this be the murder weapon? Well, that was unexpected. I never had guessed that there would be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. Of course, this kind of thing a sword king, pal. This one's a real gem, eh? The horsemanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a king sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I should give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. I think it's pretty obvious, right? The real scene of the crime was in the temple garden. Then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? Well, no one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as I say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there's any traces of blood on it. Then I guess this ain't the murder weapon, eh? No. I'm sure that someone just wiped it off after the murder. Oh yeah, of course. This is definitely the murder weapon. Good job, pal. About the same length as the Shishito too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, well I'm gonna run over to the forensic team. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if it's most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. And he's gone. Every case gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. What is it, pal? I'm pretty busy guy right now, you know. You're going to get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a little while? What are you talking about, pal? Please, just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the secret cavern right now, and, well, I don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think Maya's been murdered? Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the cavern. You're looking kind of very radiant there, mate. Okay, I'll just stop it with that face, pal. One thing though, the staff secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, okay? If it gets out that we knew about it and we didn't say anything, we're finished. Okay, this is the regular run-of-the-mill stuff. You got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry about it, she'll be fine. Come true. You know, there's a place at the base of the mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when we find Maya? Hey, pal? Sure, thanks. I don't know how he's gonna pay for it, but you know what? It is what it is. What was Elise doing with the stuff like this? I don't know. She was apparently hunted. So I think it might have been because her life was in danger all the time. Okay, doesn't know anyone about those. Okay. So let me go. Let me go. Who do we talk to first? I think we gotta talk with Iris, right? Also, don't mind that it's like 5 hours later. I had to like take a break in the middle to go eat. Let's explore your secrets, Iris. Can't believe that my theory of the twins was correct. Because this person saw you. Sister Bikini. And then what was it again? Oh yeah. The second one was that you yourself just said that you rang the lights out. Surely you couldn't have forgotten. There's only possible explanation. The two of you. Show me evidence. Okay. Aha. Okay, that one also doesn't work. You think that I look like this person? I can't say. Show me something that you're 100% about. Okay. Okay, so I can't do that yet. I guess I need to go talk with Pearly then. Pearly is the one that's gonna have the information that we need. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there you go. I was expecting Larry and Pearly to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. I guess I... Oh, no, no. What do you mean I have to come back here later? I can't. Oh. Yeah, I need to talk to Edgewolf. Because Edgewolf was like, I need to be like, know for certain. Hey Edgewolf, did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is that she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing but Iris having a assistant as far as I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really, really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father. A jeweler, I think. A jeweler, you say? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of her is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Dahlia Hawthorne. Right. Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgewolf. Please. It was my first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about the case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Her first case, the one where she went against you. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls, they conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. It's actually on this one mountain. Dahlia fell. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Oh, I think Valerie Hawthorne might have been like Dahlia's half-sister. That's why they look nothing alike. Her sister? Well, her stepsister. Yeah, stepsister I meant. Actually, they weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh, and this is when she entered my life. Dahlia. The woman who tried to kill me. The red-haired demon. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? Simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Ah. It's like, I didn't know you had someone before me. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock to you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She is dead, and once someone is dead, there is no way to revive them. There is, however, a way to talk with them. There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. It seems like you're not aware of one other connection yet then, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Karain channeling technique. Did you say the Karain channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected to that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. Oh yeah, that's the case that led up to that one. I was caught up in the middle of the murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. Oh yeah, the L6 was episode 4, not episode 5. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and a master of a channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth, go to the police records room, it's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file leaf, and you will know. I used... Mate! Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday, and then you'll see that the Karain channeling technique is real. I think now I can go to talk with Pearly, right? I needed to hear this little thing with... No? Is there something still missing? Okay, no. And Dahlia Hawthorne. Can I now tell you that, like, yeah. Of course I know Dahlia. I dated her. It's like, you can ask her yourself. Okay, let's try it again then. It's so interesting to hear that, like, Dahlia and Pearly are half sisters. When Iris, I guess, is as well. Over here. You said this yourself. Do you remember? You give me this. No, I remember. There's only possible for this. There were 2 of you. It's impossible. There is more of me. Is it? I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? Oh. That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she is no longer... Yeah, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you who was there at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of this Karain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. We're finally getting to the truth of it. That's crazy. I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month. As I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw in the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me about this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Excuse me? And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What is she talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on the Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her then, Iris? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful. But I promised that I would help. And she didn't do it for the money. It was revenge on our father. Revenge? Well, he did take them both away from their mother. He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan. Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch family of the Fae family. The main family had a lot of influence in many businesses and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. And that's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karain. That'd be Misty, Maya's mother. But before long, the credibility of the Karain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Fae, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and they had no reason to stay there. That's why you came here to Hazakura Temple? Yeah. The moment my father took as his next wife, I already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. Oh. I haven't seen my mother once ever since. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. Oh, hello there. I have asked everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. Oh, what is it? During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned the lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard of anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she said she hated his guts. Ah, I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Hurry up, Pheonix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you. I promise. I need to find Pearly now. She's the last remaining piece of this puzzle. Thank you. I suppose I'll better continue my investigation. There is still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearly's psych logs. Okay. Now we need to find Pearly. No, not investigation. I don't need to do that. Right? There's like another little thing like over here that I need to pick up or something. Thank you. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, I missed Nick. You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we have already finished them all off. I think I've pretty much gotten all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearly is hiding. Come on, Pearly. Talk to me. Please. Ooh, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because this one's a doozy. What did this 2 ones, right? You went to this place, didn't you? The inner temple. You went to this for this reason. You were worried about Maya. You knew about it, and it was also like, oh, it's so dangerous, you're gonna die. So yeah. I had the real training was supposed to start. I wanted to get there. I didn't get much of that, blah blah blah. Until after 10. How did you know? You had the lights out. Okay. The reason you were worried about the bell was because of this thing. You were given some instructions to follow for the night, weren't you? Oh? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper. Oh! Where did you... In the incinerator at the Inn Temple. Pearly, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written but for you, Pearly. For me? I know. As you can see, a large portion has been burned, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearly? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Whose spirit could Pearly have been trying to get? Well, who else than her own sister? It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. Oh! Just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris who Sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, or rather Pearly channeling Dahlia. Do you know anything about her, Pearly? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. I thought so. Pearly doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearly. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. It was Elise. After all, you followed the instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote these set of instructions for you to follow? It can only have been Elise. Oh no! I must have a lot of faith in them. I had a lot of faith in you, Nick. Ah, thanks. But I don't think I can trust you anymore. Poop. Was it Iris then? No? Who could it have been? Was it your mother? Oh no. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what those instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why. How did you... I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Oh. Oh. Alright, Pearly. It's time you started telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, why is he holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. Huh? If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I would like to see some proof. What? Because I don't think you have any. Should say anything other than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearly. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder, but you're right. There is no evidence that proves it was you. Oh, I knew it. However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. Huh? How do you know that? It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. A simple mistake? What do you mean by that? I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given, but you misunderstood some of the rules, and this is the evidence that proves it. I have no idea what it could be. Oh. I think I know. Gravely roast the master and the fires of Hades. What you did was put some gravy on it. It was you who planted the gravy on the hanging scroll, wasn't it? Uh-oh. What? Why would I do something like that? Do you remember what was written in the letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast amongst others, right? How do you know that? Remember the conversation you had with Mr. Dunim on the night of the murder? Perhaps you can read some books together. Really, I would love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? Miss Elise, for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. It's kind of a tough word. Oh, she was asking. Sure, Miss Dunim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food. And that's what you did. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night, Potts. Says Potts roast. To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. I'm not getting full HP, but that's fine. After dinner that night, I didn't go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy. The gravy? I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Khura'in, like it said in the letter. I see, and then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area. The guest area? Yeah, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why didn't you just go to the training hall? Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then Pearls, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. It was nighttime. Don't worry about it, Pearly. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens. Oh, I'm the same as Larry. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped in the inner temple. Yeah, when I woke up it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. There was no one at the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator and then I heated up the leftover gravy and let off some steam by chucking the gravy in the scroll while you cried. Oh, that's cute. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearly. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. So you channeled Dahlia. Dahlia's spirit? No. I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it? I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. She's alive. I tried and tried and tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it. Why don't I get it down, Pearly? It would all walk out. If you want, I'll come flying to the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that what you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yeah, I don't know what to do. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel the spirit? I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Could you please tell me what it is anyway? It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Someone else? What do you mean? Well, there's only one of each spirit, right? Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. What? That would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. But who? I'm a failure. Couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. A final wish? Yeah, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. Wait, was it? So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it. My mother had gone to a place called the Penitentiary. What is that wall? I don't think I've ever heard of it. So I'm gonna open it up for me so that I can read it. Also I can explain it, because like, well, what is a penitentiary? A prison for those convicted of major crimes. Okay. Yeah, I know, Pearly. I visit her every month, and last month she told me. This time we've been waiting for has come, Pearly. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly as it says. It's for the good of the Faith clan, my angel. You'll be doing a good thing. Now listen carefully and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Nick? I guess so, yeah. There's a picture with her letter too. A picture? Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, eh? Like, Larry knows anything about this stuff. There's something else too that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken. As if someone's already opened it before. Oh, that sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it before? Okay, ooh. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Huh. Oh. Finally figured it out, have you tried? You finally realize how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Godot, what are you doing here? The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about? How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect us, right? And just like it was your job to protect Maya Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. I realized that, but... I knew you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. What did I just say, it right? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We will settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all. Mr. Nig, is what that man said true? Be alright, Pearly. I'm sure Maya's alive. We'll see for yourself tomorrow. Alright, yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nig. Ooh. My dear Pearly, you have done so well, my child, my pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. And to be continued, Ayuki. Okay. 3 parts remaining. It's gonna be a trial? It's gonna be a trial, okay. Well then everyone, that's gonna be it for today. Whew. This case is... It has me on the edge of my seat, like, literally. Right, let me... There you go, literally now for sure. Like, it's a really cool case that, like, takes all the cases that we had before. No, not all of them, but like every like main case. Like it's such a connected case. Such a connected, like everything that happened. With Mia's death. With like Edgeworth, well, with the DL6 incident coming up again. With the other time that Morgan was doing her thing. With Dahlia. Like it's bringing all 3 things from each game into like a big finale, and that's very cool. I really am liking it. We'll see how the final little bit will turn out. But for now, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye.